Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar here again, and today we're going to be doing a slightly different video as to what I usually do, but I think it's something that should be kind of talked about, something that most people that are kind of new to the chip collecting hobby might not know about. And today we're going to be talking about fake or fantasy chips, as they're called. So they're chips that are really, most of the time they're really similar in style or look as to the actual chips that the casinos used, or they're like made for commemorative sakes, which they have like the opening year of the casino when they open and then the closing year. But we'll get into that. So I guess the first thing we could do is kind of look at a few casinos that have these fantasy chips that like a lot of people know about. So one is going to be the Dunes. So here on the right side of the page, I'm using ChipGuide. I've shown ChipGuide before, but just in case anyone's new, this is chipguide.com. Basically an online database where you can find all kinds of things, collectors for chips, key fobs, playing cards, dice, all kinds of casino memorabilia. So chipguide.com is where you can find this. So let's look at here first. So on the right side over here, you have the commemorative chips, and the easiest thing that can differentiate or kind of you can tell off the very first thing is by you can see the year that it opened and then the year that it closed, and then it says commemorative up top here. Now, the thing about it is it has the same exact golf course inlay as the actual ones here on the left side, but the thing you have to look out for is that it says Dunes, and similarly it has the Dunes house mold, which is pretty insane for a kind of fake chip to have, but it can be done. And similarly, let's kind of scroll down here. Let's take a look at the 5. Here's the actual 5 on the left side, and then let's open this one here. That's what the fake one looks like. Pretty similar, but obviously it's not correct because you only have 2 sets of colors of inlays over here, and on the fake one you have 3. But same, very similar inlay with the shape of it and then the text and everything. But the main thing you're looking out for on like these Dunes chips is that it says commemorative, the year that it opened and the year that it closed. Let's see. Then there's also these Borlands. Now, the thing about the Borland is it's relatively easy nowadays as to what people know, which ones are real and which ones aren't. But just same thing here. All Borland chips have this Nevada mold with the dice and the cards on them, and they all have the year that the place opened and the year that it closed. Pretty, I guess, standard artwork, I'd say. And since we're on the topic of Borlands real quick, let me pull this up in full screen. This is from David Sprague's website, Marlowe Casino Chips, Bud Jones and Nevada die card molds. This is just talking about the Nevada mold and then the die card mold, how Bud Jones originally owned it. He had both the Nevada mold and die card mold. He designed them himself. But then into the late 90s, Bill Borland, the Borland commemorative chips, Bill Borland purchased them in 91 and then had the chips made for him by Atlantic Standard in order to sell them as commemoratives in his store for $1 each. Now these chips are from Castaways, you have Dunes, El Rancho Vegas, Jolly Trolley, Landmark, Marina, Mint, Pussycat A Go-Go, Silver Slipper, Thunderbird, and then you have all these other ones. But like I said, the main thing on these Borland chips, they have very similar colors to each other, and they're kind of, I guess you could say, the ASM, the Atlantic Standard mold colors. But there's people out there that collect these things because they want to have full sets from casinos. But yeah, it's really easy to tell Borlands from actual ones. And then we can go into a little bit more detail on that as well here in a second. So that's the Dunes real quick. And then we'll hop over to Landmark. So as you can see on the right side here, now there's also these like dice chips that are fantasy chips that haven't been made. There's the Borland ones, similar thing, opening year and closing year, and just similar kind of simple styled artwork with the Nevada mold. And as you can see on the left side here, none of the landmark chips were on a Nevada mold, so it's relatively easy to tell that they're Borlands. So you shouldn't be able to kind of have a hiccup with that. But let's hop over to something like Castaways real quick. Let's see. So not that one. We're gonna want this one. And I'll open it here on the right side too, so we can have a dual screen. Kind of check these at the same time. So here's one thing about these Borlands here on the right side that can be very tricky to find out which one's the correct one and which one isn't. As you can see, the 50 center here looks identical to these on this left side. Now the thing is, well, specifically looking at these two, Nevada and then Nevada with the dice and cards. Now the specific thing about Borlands that I've seen is they usually are lined up here with because Bill Borland was able to obtain the dies used in the hot stamping machine from Bud Jones. When he bought these two dies, he got all the hot stamp dies as well, from my understanding. Now the thing that I've noticed with the actual chips, most of them aren't aligned like this, where the hot stamp is aligned dead center with this, and then the dice and the cards are level left and right side. Most of the actual chips are not, because it just takes too much time to align everything perfectly. So if you have a chip, let's say it has the dice and the cards are lined up perfectly with the hot stamp, it might be a Borland. I'm not saying that it is, because it's insanely hard to tell the difference. The same thing on the one right here. I mean, the only difference on the real one and the Borland imitation is there's a very, very, very slight color difference. But I mean, I've seen both of them in person, and it's really hard to tell the difference. Now, the good thing on this one, there is no actual $1 matched play. Actually, I mean, on ChipGuide, there isn't one per, well, actually, it'd be this one right here. There isn't just a picture uploaded, but there's copies of these ones, this one, and the 50 center, as well as the 5. See the 5 on this side, and the 5 on this side. Yeah, I'm guessing this is a fake because it's not in queues, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, the other difference is usually with the hot stamps, the actual ones will say in queues, because if you feel your finger on the hot stamp, it's relatively easy to feel that it actually got pressed into the chip, whereas the Borland imitations, they're kind of flat. You can't really feel the hot stamp with your finger, and it's not quote-unquote incused as the actual real ones are. So that's another thing to look out for. Now, I was going to show a Moulin Rouge fake that was on eBay that someone wanted $1,100 for, but currently not able to find it. I guess the listing got taken down or something happened to it, maybe expired or something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video talking about fake chips and how to spot them, what kind of key things you want to look for, as in the mold, the hot stamp feel, colors, and then the opening year and closing year. Those are like the main things you want to look for. So just a quick video talking about that. If there's anyone new to chip collecting and probably didn't know that there are fake chips, I hope this helped. And if there's anyone out there that maybe didn't know about this but now knows about it, I hope this helped too. Let me know what you guys think, and if there's anything that I might have missed concerning fake chips or anything like that, put those in the comments. And thank you again for watching. It's been Oscar, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.